welcome you to the southeast section of Brazil and the world-renowned city of Sao Paulo. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. On the KC sideline, a familiar face, Andy Reid. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Game number 2 on this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down, Chiefs.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he hits him in stride. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, hey, somebody got to do it. I see the Chiefs. Hey, watch do it. He's a vibe outside off from the music. Hey, turn his TV off. He want my type of activity.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second and 4. swings this out for Hunt. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Coming across the formation and making the catch is charged. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
There's Dobbs to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Touchdown, Chargers! From 10 yards out. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. 3rd and 8.
Number 27. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. And for right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit him with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Chiefs 7-yard line.
To throw is Dobbs. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that,
and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing. Had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. They'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground in the end.
And he's going to taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this one complete again to Mims. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Hope you're enjoying a little Friday football, everyone. I could get used to this. Let's get into it. Our trip through the NFL starts now. In the Windy City, the Bears at home to take on the Vikings in the NFC North. And this is the running back. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. The Vikings come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And
we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band that are tied. Don't let the west side give a side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you got trying to figure out.
Now Dobbs. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Now Dobbs. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now second and 3.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now he'll try to run with this. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run over center with Charles. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
He'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Third down and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
First down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's now second and 6 at the Chargers 40.
Second and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On the draw, this is Tomlinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a 2nd and 2. Instead, we'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Holmes. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A short gain on that one. It almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Chiefs 23. Chargers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. slither by. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dobbs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now, time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And able to get this out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At their 49-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
22-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chiefs, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.